everything about elements and compounds. Index. Difference between elements and compounds. Difference between atom and molecule. The discovery of atom. Symbols to represent elements. Atomicity. Atomicity of some common elements. Valency. The valency of some common elements and groups. Representing a formula. Science quiz. Difference between elements and compounds. Elements, substances that cannot be decomposed into simpler substances by any chemical means and is made up of only one kind of atom is called element. There are 118 elements on earth known to us. Compounds, substances that cannot be broken down into constituent elements by chemical means and is formed by the chemical combination of two or more substances in a fixed proportion. There are many compounds known to us on earth. Difference between atom and molecule. Atom, the smallest particle of an element that can take part in a chemical reaction and cannot exist in free state in nature. Molecule, the smallest particle of an element or compound that can take part in a chemical reaction and can normally exist independently. The discovery of atom. Canada, the great Indian sage of ancient time, was probably the first to suggest that all matter is composed of very small particles. He gave the name Anu to these particles. Later, in 19th century, a scientist named John Dalton named the smallest particle of an element as an atom. Symbols to represent elements. Early scientists and alchemists used pictures, symbols to represent elements. Later, Dalton improved over these symbols. This method was very tedious. The present system uses English letters to represent elements. It was first suggested by Berzelius. Let us have a look at the table which tells us about some of the important elements and their symbols. Let us move to our next slide. Atomicity. The number of atoms present in a molecule of an element is known as its atomicity. The atoms of some elements can exist independently. Examples are helium or neon. They are known as monoatomic elements. The atoms of many elements cannot exist independently and they form molecules containing two or more atoms. They are known as diatomic elements. Atomicity of some common elements. In this table, there are the atomicity of some common elements with their symbol and formula is given. Let us have a look. Now let us move on to our next slide. Valency. The valency of an element or a group denotes its combining capacity. We always take the valency of hydrogen as 1. The valency of other element or groups is the number of hydrogen atoms which can combine with or be displaced by one atom of the element or group. In this table, the valency of some common elements or groups is given. Let us have a look. Now let us move to our next slide. Representing a formula. A compound is represented by a formula which contains all the symbols of all the elements present in a molecule of the compound. Let us have a look at the table telling us about the formula of some common compounds. You can pause the video and see all the tables in this presentation. Science quiz. In this quiz, some questions will be asked from what is taught in the presentations. The answer of this quiz is given in description of this video. First question. What are the valencies of sulfur? Second question. What is the symbol of a compound? Third question. Who suggested to use English letter for representing elements? Fourth question. What is the atomicity of chlorine? Fifth question. In which century did a scientist named John Dalton name the smallest particle of an element as an atom? How many elements on the earth are known to us? Please like, share and subscribe this video for further videos like this. This video was made by Parth Rajput and thanks a lot for seeing this video.